All right, we're gonna do take two here. So for today, our constraint is I'm gonna go in blind with Windsurf. Haven't ever used it before, never generated any code with it. What I want to do today is I have 20 minutes. I have like 20 minutes max. I want to generate a simple video game, 2D Pac-Man-esque video game with Windsurf and Google Gemini. First impressions are not good because I just like started doing this video, had to stop because the login took forever. I logged in with Google, it came back to Windsurf, and then it kind of just sat there for like 3 minutes. So that was kind of a waste of my time. But I just tested it again, and it seemed to work. So we're gonna start. I already have this folder created, video game vibe code, blank folder, but we'll jump right in. Here we go. It opened over here. Yeah, you can see I literally just got the login. It says I have a 14-day free trial. That we'll see how that does with cursor. It was like I got like 30 generations or something, and then it decided to charge me if I wanted to keep going. Let's hope that doesn't work, or that's not how this goes. So let's see. I don't know if I can choose here. Can I choose Gemini? Free 1x credit. Can I click this? Okay. So I don't know how any of this works, but ideally I'm sure I can open up a terminal. Can we open up one here and we'll just call it prompt.text, or open it in cursor. Used to using cursor now, so let's close out of that. Don't save. Close out of you. Even get rid of you. Where's that? Where you at? Okay. Windsurf prompt.text. Okay, should open up here. Can we increase the size to huge? And then for a simple prompt, let's think, I don't know how generation works, but I want to get a prompt going before I do. So let's say, okay, generate me a simple 2D video game reminiscent, I don't know how to spell that word. That's definitely not it, whatever, it'll get it. Reminiscent of Pac-Man. Should I say Pac-Man? Or maybe I could do like, let's say like Donkey Kong arcade. The original arcade Donkey Kong. This should be a single screen with a few platforms the player can jump up on. There are barrels in Donkey Kong. We don't want barrels. Maybe we'll just say circles coming down the platforms the user has to jump over to score points. Sure. Let's the vibe code. Okay, the player will control a square that can jump up and down the platforms. The player will have a limited amount of time to score as many. We already said that part. But let's, okay. The player will control a square that part is accurate, but then let's move here. We don't care about that because we already said that. Left and right. At the top will be a triangle that jumps up and down, okay, which plays the role of the Donkey Kong character / boss. The player must jump on top of their head to win the game, complete the level. Okay, the platforms can be, okay, the platforms are just rectangles, okay, and the bottom floor is a blue circle. If the player hits it, they lose and the game starts over. Okay, make this playable via a web browser. We'll say no backend, just a front end using some JavaScript library. Let's see how well it does. I don't know if this is going to be like where it does this. Let's see what it does. I don't know if it's going to start writing files and stuff. At least in cursor, when I do that, it's really annoying. It doesn't want to do the prompt. So that part was better than cursor, because I had to do this. I had to like delete the prompt file and like copy paste in because I don't know, it was weird. Let's see, it creates an index, CSS, JS, generating. This is using Gemini, right? I'm using Gemini. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Green tea. Quest taking longer than expected. I wonder why. Maybe we could look over a little bit of the code while we're at it. Simple, just CSS, text.html. It's doing script is a game. It has a canvas. Okay, it's building it in canvas. Okay. Platforms. Any technology it's using, or it's just vanilla? It's like just vanilla JavaScript. Okay. Should I accept? Can I actually run the thing, or? Okay, so I can open it in my. Okay. Can I do like pwd/HTML? Let's take that over to Firefox. I am using Firefox. File. Press any key to start. Game over. Okay. Alright, but how do I restart? Press any key to play again. Alright, that seemed really bad. That was not a good game. So in that case, left, right to move up arrow key to jump. So, I don't know if I should accept it. Let's say reject all. I'm gonna reject all. That did not work. Using some modern JavaScript library. Let's say that, but then also, how do I update this prompt to get it to actually do something good? Replace role with the Donkey Kong character boss. The player must jump up on top of their head. What is this? Quit. Okay. Maybe I need to say like the player will start on a platform. Top of the screen. Platforms are just rectangles. Ensure the rectangles are close enough so that the user can actually jump between them. Okay. And the blue circle close enough to the bottom that the user. The blue circle is bad. Okay. I'm using some, I don't remember what it was, maybe Plasma. I don't remember the name of the JavaScript library I used last to do game. I don't think we need to worry about that though. It should figure that out on its own. So on our platform at the bottom of the screen, the triangle will start at the top of the screen. Platforms are just rectangles, and the bottom floor is a blue circle. They lose the game, and the game starts over. Make sure that hold on, let's say that. Ensure that the rectangles, the user can actually jump between them. The starting state should be reasonable, and at least the first few platforms should be very, I don't like how much this is like trying to suggest for me. Should be very, maybe I just need to get used to it. With cursor, it's always tab. I don't really, First few items should be very close to each other so that the player can get started. Make this playable via a web browser. Okay, let's try it now. This literally is just cursor. I don't know. Let's see. We're at 10 minutes. Come on, we got 10 minutes left to get something. Come on. Let's see again, this is pretty simple. This is pretty simple. I wonder if this time, if it fails again, maybe it's beneficial to just ask it to tell it what it's doing wrong. But let's see. Let's not assume. Let's fingers crossed and let's not assume that it fails. Okay, so we should be able to go back. Let's refresh. Okay. All right. This is a lot better, isn't it? Ah. All right. Okay. Wow, that's pretty nice. I won. All right. All right. Okay. So what could we do next? I think that I was expecting there to be a lot more troubleshooting involved on that. Good for Gemini. Yeah, I think if I'm gonna update, let's turn this off. If I'm gonna update, like I would almost, I'm gonna commit this. I'm gonna save this and call this prompt like this is a good start for a prompt. Like if this was a real product, I would say okay, here's like my V001, and now I can start doing small iterations. Because what I would like is for these to be like, if you've ever played Donkey Kong, they're not these straight things. They're like, they can be like this and that, you know, and so you can jump between them. And then the balls don't come down. The balls are like, they're balls. They roll down the platforms. So let's see. If we don't get it, I'm going to say it was a success regardless, but let's see if we can get the vibes to work with us here. All right, so let's accept you, and I am going to actually, I don't know if there's a get, let me get in it, get add dot, get commit level, okay, V0.001. All right, and then now we've accepted it. So let's say we have this is the first prompt. Maybe I need to make a new folder here. We'll call it prompts, and we'll rename this to 1. First prompt, move into there, and then in here we're going to say new file 2 prompt.txt, and then in here can we do, go away, what are you, go away, no, okay, okay. So, like, make the platforms, make at least the sum of the platforms diagonal. That is not how you spell that. I had it right. Diagonal, sure. And okay, layered, so that both the player can jump up them and also the balls can roll down them. Make sure the red circles that fall are not falling from the sky like rain, but are being thrown by the triangle character and rolling down the platform towards the player. If one of these balls hits the player loses. The only victory, I don't know if that, I didn't test well enough, but I think when I failed, it wasn't distinguishing like you lost. So yeah, make it clear in the game over whether the player won or lost. Okay, let's see if this is good enough. Never is, but let's see. First round is never good enough. Come on, you got this. Come on, Gemini. Sure. Who cares what the code is? If we have to care, then it's not vibe coding. look at it. Just see what's happening. This request is taking longer. Why is this request taking longer? Is that Windsurf or is that Gemini? Okay, to incorporate diagonal platforms, obstacles be thrown by the boss and roll down and adjust the game over conditions. Here's how I'll modify. I'm not reading all that. Okay. Don't care, just do what I ask. All right, we got less than 5 minutes here. This is it. This is it. Come on, Gemini. All right. Okay, let's see what happens if I go over now. Did it totally break? Okay, this looks a little better. Okay, uh-oh. What happened there? Something broke, something bad. Are those an interesting... Are those there to trick me? Damn it, I can't make it over. Maybe I just suck. I'm not very good at video games. Oh, I see. Okay, I see what's happening there. I see what is happening there. Yeah, and you can't make that. Okay, so that seems... I mean, there's probably a person out there who's good enough that can make that. I cannot. So I am going to accept that because I think that was a good update. And then I'm even going to add a prompt. New file. See, these are things like you don't think about. You have to be very explicit. It's like a junior engineer. You have to be very explicit about what you want or they're going to take the least possible path and do a lot of guessing along the way. Okay, so make sure that the platforms are close enough that the level is easy and the player doesn't struggle to jump between them. Also ensure that on game over, the player is reset back to the start. Currently the player is not reset and a refresh is needed. Okay, now we're gonna call this one the last one, whether it works or not, because I have other things to do today. So let's see, we're at 18 minutes. I mean, we have this much of a game in 18 minutes. That's pretty crazy. Come on. All in all, it seems to generate a lot better. It seems to generate a lot better. With Claude, I had a lot of issues. I tried generating like pretty simple games, like simple like Mario, or even simple like Zelda. When I mean Zelda, I mean like original Nintendo Zelda, and Claude could not do it. I mean, I had a big page of instructions, and still after every generation, it was a letdown. So this is a lot better, Gemini at least. Okay, let's see here. Does it work? Okay, nice, a lot better. Nice. Nice. Did we get it? Did we get it? Okay. Damn it. All right, I'm gonna try one more time here, but this is cool. Okay, and now, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna try again, but I'm not gonna do it on this call. Awesome. So we got the game. It worked.